Hello students, welcome to mathematics class. Students, this is part 9 of the chapter cubes and cube roots. In this part 9, we'll be learning first homework that what we have got yesterday, and then we'll be learning a new topic, finding cube root of a perfect cube through estimation method. Now coming to the first, students, yesterday we have learned the definition of cube root of a number. So we will revise it first. Cube root of a number can be defined easily using mathematical expression m equal to n cube. Here normally we call m as the cube of n, where n is called, now that number n is called cube root of the number m, and it is denoted as this way. And we learned this is the radical form of cube root of a number, and it can be expressed in exponential form also using m to the power 1 by 3. So this is exponential form of cube root of a number. So we learned this definition in our previous session, and for example, cube root of 8 is 2 and cube root of minus 27 is minus 3. Here from these examples we can learn importantly cube root of a positive number will be positive and cube root of negative number is negative. This is what we learned. Students, coming to the next important observations, what we required is considering the following tables, first table and next table, what you need to know. So cube root of a number ending in 1 will also end in 1. This is what we need to know. So here you could see that cube root of a number ending in 1 ends in 1, cube root of a number ending in 4 ends in 4, cube root of a number ending in 5 ends in 5, cube root of a number ending in 6 ends in 6, cube root of a number ending in 9 ends in 9, and cube root of a number ending in 0 ends in 0. So having this knowledge, next cube root of a number ending in 8 ends in 2 and cube root of a number ending in 2 ends in 8. It's both like vice versa. So cube root of a number ending in 7 ends in 3 and cube root of a number ending in 3 ends in 7. So if you know these rules, since you have already learned for cube of a number same rules, we will use these rules while estimating cube root of a number. So estimating method will have this knowledge as important. Then coming to the homework, what we got yesterday. I gave you yesterday example number 7 as a homework. Find the cube root of 13,824 by prime factorization method. So by prime factorization method, first go for doing prime factorization of 13,824 in the solution. So now since it is ending in 4, it is divisible by 2. 2 6 are 12, 2 9s are 18, 2 1s are 2 2s are. Next, further 2 3s are 2 4s are 2 5s are 2 6s are 2 1s are 2 7s are 2 2s are 2 8s are 2 8s are 16 and 2 6s are 12 and 2 4s are 8. 2 4s are 3s are 2s are 2 2s are 2 1s are and 2 6s are 2 1s are 0s are 8s are 2 5s are 4s are then 2 27s are. Now further 27 can be prime factorized as 3 9s are 3 3s are and 3 1s are. That means we have in the prime factorization of 13,824 2 multiplied by itself are once, twice, thrice, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. So totally it is multiplied by 9 times here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times. And 3 is multiplied by itself for 3 times. So the prime factorization of 13,824, you have it. Therefore, cube root of 13,824, 1 for each triplet, we get the prime factor out. So it is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3, which gives 24. So this is the right answer. Here the whole efforts of yours is there in finding prime factorization of the given number correctly. Then I gave you yesterday you to think, discuss and write about this statement. Here the statement, whether it is true or not, we have to decide. For any integer m, m square is less than m cube. Is it true or false? So how many of you say it is true? Suppose if you are saying true, okay, why? Suppose if you are saying false, then also how? So this is the important thing you have to answer. How many of you are saying true? So try to observe. I will consider example. Let m equals to 0. If m equals to 0, then zero square gives you 0 and 0 cube also gives you 0. Here 0 is equal to 0. This m square is equal to m cube. Here m square is equal to m cube. Okay, so the statement is getting disproved, isn't it? With just m equals to 0, you could identify that m square is equal to 0, but not m square less than m cube. So it's not. Therefore, you can say, therefore statement so the statement is false. Okay, you can say that. You can check even taking some other examples. You can check m equals to minus 1 also, where m square gives you plus 1, m cube gives you minus 1, isn't it? So plus 1 is always greater than minus 1. So m square is always greater than m cube there when m is negative. So you can check for different values of m. So final answer is false. And why? You can answer through this such examples. Okay. So this was another homework I gave you. Now coming to the cube root of a number, not any number, it's a perfect cube. Cube root of a perfect cube, finding through estimation method. Students, if you know that the given number is a cube number, then the following method can be used. First and foremost thing, you should know that the given number is a cube number. You should know that given number is cube number. We can estimate the cube root of a given cube number through this procedure, where the procedure contains 3 steps. So you can follow a step by step. For example, find the cube root of a cube number 8,57,375. It's a perfect cube. Suppose if you want to find out cube root of this, step 1. What is step 1? See students, step 1 is you need to make 3 groups. Sorry, you have to make a group of 3 digits starting from the rightmost digit. Okay, so you need to know which is the rightmost digit. Here rightmost digit, here, okay, here you need to identify. So here we will start from the rightmost digit. So this is one group, this is another group. So after marking group of 3 digits starting from the rightmost digit, then step 2 will come. So here 375 is the first group and 857 is the second group. Then the step 2 is find the ones digit or units place digit. Here what is the units place digit? It is 5. So definitely its cube root also will end with 5. So we can identify immediately the rightmost digit of cube root of this number. By estimation we did this. So for the required cube root from the first group, we can identify ones place digit or units place digit. This is step 2. Then step 3. So before step 3, the same thing what I explained is given. The number 375 ends in 5. So we know that 5 comes at the units place of a number only when its cube root ends in 5. So we get 5 at the units place of the cube root. Step 3. Now important step comes. This step 3, see here second group is 857. This 857 lies between which 2 perfect cubes? So you have already perfect cubes learned: 1, 8, 27, 64, 125, 216, 343. Next, what you have? 8 8s are 64, 64 8s are ends in 2. 8 8s are 64, 64 8s are 64 8s are. 512. So next we have got $729 and 1000. So this 857 comes in between 729 and 1000. Now amongst these two, choose a smaller one, and 729 is cube of 9, so that cubed root of this 729 you place as the tens place digit for the cube root of this 8,57,375. And remember, how many groups you have, that many digits will be there in the cube root of a number. So number of digits in the cube root of a number will be equal to the number of groups. Here we have two groups, and obviously we have a 2-digit number as a cube root of it. So 95 is the right answer, and this answer you need to compulsory go for checking. Okay, so always check it. So this is very important, whether you will get 95 when it is cubed, will get the same 8,57,375 or not, you have to check. This is very important. So the same thing I am giving in a written format, what I explained you. Okay, now we shall take one more example and recheck the steps. So you need to compulsory check it. Coming to the next example, these are the steps I am giving first. So which is that number? The question is, question supposed to come first, anyway it has come last. You are asked to find the cube root of 17,576. So since it is first made groups, so we have got definitely 2-digit number, since there are two groups. Since it is ending in 6, units place of the cube root is 6, and 17 lies between 8 and 27, which are perfect cubes. 8 is to be chosen, so its cube root is 2. So we need to check 26 cube whether gives a 26 cube whether it gives a 17,576 or not. That is what we can do it. So this is how we do finding square root of cube root of a perfect cube through estimation method. So now we will get into the exercise 7.2. I will give only first question, rest of the questions we will discuss in our next session. Find the cube root of each of the following numbers by prime factorization method. Here students, if you want to find the cube root of a number through prime factorization method, you should know how to write prime factorization of this. This is 2 power 6. If you find properly, you will get. Here this is 2 power 6. Therefore, cube root of 64, which is cube root of 2 power 6, gives 2 into 2, because 2 power 6 is 2 cube into 2 cube. For each triplet sake 1 will come, and cube root of 64 is 4. Similarly, 512 is 2 power 9, and cube root of 512 is nothing but cube root of 2 power 9. So it gives 2 into 2 into 2, because 2 power 9 has got 2 multiplied by itself for 9 times, where 3 triplets can be formed. For each triplet 1 2 comes out. So 8 is the right answer. And now 10,648. So when you prime factorize it, 2 5 is 3 is 2 is 4 is 2 2 is 6 is 6 is 2 is 2 1 is 3 is 3 is 1 is. This is going to be 11 1 is 2 is 1 is. So 11 11 is and 11 1s. Therefore, cube root of 10,648 is nothing but cube root of 2 cube into 11 cube, which gives us 1 for each triplet. The prime factor comes out 2 into 11. So 22 is the cube root of 10,648. Then coming to this number, see, we can do in 2 ways this. Similarly, finding prime factorization of 27,000 and finding at the end cube root of it. Another method is this way. So we can write 27,000 as 27 into 1000, where both are perfect cubes. So when you wanted to find cube root of 27,000, which is nothing but cube root of 27 into 1000, we can split this cube root of 27 into cube root of 1000. What am I using? I am using the logic a into b whole power m can be written as a power m into b power m. Same I am using, but whereas m is integer, what we learnt by learning in our natural number in class 7th. Here it is, instead of integer or a natural number, it is 1 by 3. It is a fraction. So 1 by 3, when m is 1 by 3, that means a into b whole power 1/3 can be split as a power 1/3 into b power 1 by 3. So this 1/3 is nothing but cube root. So that's how we got cube root of a into b is cube root of a into cube root of b. So using this law, we can split this. Now it is easy. Okay, cube root of, let me take on the page. Here you have seen cube root of 27,000, which is split into cube root of 27 into 1000. Further, cube root of 27 into cube root of 1000. Since cube root of a into b can be written as cube root a into cube root b, using this we did. So here cube root of 27 is 3 and cube root of 1000 is 10. So the product of this is 30. So this is the answer for cube root of 27,000. This way also we can find without any much of the prime factorizations, using just the technique of cube root of a into b as writing cube root a into cube root b. So we have got in this question number 1 total 10 questions. I am giving you 5th onwards homework. Here is the question number 5, 6, 7 and 8. Pass the screen, note down these numbers, find the cube root of them using prime factorization method. Then after you noting down, I am giving you 9th and 10th. Pass the screen, note down once again these two questions, 9th and 10th, and do it by prime factorization method, finding cube root of this, and this will be homework for you. So tomorrow's session will discuss from the homework onwards rest of the questions of exercise 7.2. So for today this much is enough. I say Jai Hind, thank you, take care and be safe.